What is up, my friends? Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to be talking about the 9070 XT, the next true standard for what mid-range gaming is all about and what it's going to be going forward from AMD. So, guys, yeah, I'm excited. I saw something over on X today. Frank Azor from AMD says that we're going to be hearing more about it soon. Those are his words, not mine. He said soon, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what AMD has in store. Now, if you guys have known for a while, I've been rocking AMD. And here's the thing, guys. This is what I want to talk about. In my opinion, okay, this is the way I see it. AMD is going to launch the 9070 XT. They are saying that, hey, this is a mid-range card. So obviously, when you look at that, obviously the price is going to have to fit in that, the power, all of that stuff. And if this card really does absolutely surpass the 5070 XT and literally competes with like 4080 Super and 5080, that there kind of reestablishes what the mid-range power is supposed to be about. And if you look at it this way, guys, if you look at it this way, I mean, theoretically, we should be getting a step down. Like the 5080 should literally be 4090 power, like it should. And then the 5070 really should be 4080 power, but it's not. It's going to be 4070 Super. And then there's something going on over there at Nvidia. They're trying to give you way less for way more money, and hopefully they don't think you're going to notice because of all of the you got multi-frame generation and DLSS4 and the crazies go wild over here and that. But here's the thing. AMD has the perfect opportunity, guys. They come out, they bring out a freaking decently powered mid-range GPU. They sell it. Guys, I don't know, man. With seeing all of these Nvidia prices going up and seeing them starting to charge, $100+ more for these AIB cards, it just, these cards might be $700. I guarantee $600 no matter what. I mean, the 9070 XT is coming out at $600 regardless. There's how could they not? How could they not? They have to. That thing with the power that's in it, the new features, all of that stuff, it minimum $600, guys. $599 minimum. That's minimum. And that's including, like the that's AMD eating the tariff cost. That's AMD eating the tariff cost at $600. If they don't eat it, $700. $700. $699. Is that too much to ask for 40? I don't think so. Me personally, I'm like, okay. Here's the thing. I hear this all the time from people, the little armchair, like, this is what AMD needs to do to be successful. I hear this all the time from these guys, and they're always like, oh, they need to be cheap. They need to be cheap. They need to be cheap. And I'm like, no, AMD doesn't need to be cheap, guys. I have a different way of thinking about this. AMD needs to come out, bring out a product that's worth the money, but then sell us on the features, I mean, give us the good features. Make sure that card launches and it whoops butt. Make sure that thing can stand on its own 2 feet and go head to head with Nvidia's mid-range. Nvidia wants to tell you that a 5070 that's a 4070 superpower and a 5070 Ti that's essentially a little bit better than a 4070 Ti is gonna be that. Yeah, dude, like, that's ridiculous. $750 for that GPU, and that is if there was a Founders Edition. Now you're looking at AIB cards, which this thing's gonna be like $849. So yeah, AMD, if they come out, they reset the bar, they bring out a card, that's $600-700, $700. Like, I know a lot of you guys are like, what are you talking about, Frog? We need them cheap. We need AMD. No, because then that literally makes AMD look cheap. They're not cheap. I've been blown away by my AMD experience. So when you guys are like, no, they need to be cheaper, I'm looking at you guys like, are you freaking nuts, man? I chose the 7900 XTX over the 4080 Super because I was enjoying that experience significantly more. That doesn't need to be cheaper. There just needs to be better emphasis from AMD when it comes to their features. Guys, when I saw it the other day, turned on Spider-Man 2, okay, and I'm looking at this game. Let me do this real quick. That freaking out, that's the Nvidia, guys. Like that freaking out screen shit, that's the Nvidia card, bro. Like what the heck is going on with that? Here we are, we're back on AMD, and I'm gonna show you guys this, okay? Cause this right here, like I'm still absolutely freaking blown away. Yes, I'll bring the PC over here a little bit more for you. I'll bring the camera over here a little bit better so you guys can see this a little bit better. Do I have, what controller do I have? Okay, I have the controller hooked up right here. Okay, I want you guys to see this thing fully maxed out on the AMD card. When I saw this, guys, when I saw Spider-Man 2 completely maxed out on this card in FSR 3.1 quality, let's see, resolution scaling, no, max, everything max. Let's see, level of detail ultra. Yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys this, man. When I saw this and I'm looking at that, I'm like, that's FSR 3? I was thinking to myself, I'm like, are you kidding me? That is FSR 3? Really? I was like, no way. No freaking way that is FSR number 3. I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit. I was like, and I'm playing this thing maxed out and I'm using like FSR and all of this stuff. You know, it really is the freaking, dude, that just looked like the freaking screen was going crazy on this too. Is that freaking, nope, that's not on. All right, let's see what the heck is going on. See, when I saw this, man, when I loaded into here and I looked at this like quality, the level of quality, and these visuals, and I'm like, dude, this is really FSR 3? Like, that looks so freaking good. I was like, my freaking gosh, man. Like, yeah, you can see like a little bit in here, but like, dang. Overall, like when you go over here and you find something like really intricate, like let's see if we can find a bicycle or something. I thought there should be a bike around here somewhere. I've been seeing them in this game like all the time. I was like, my goodness, man. Like I'm sitting here and I'm playing this game on 4K, looking at this, and I'm just like, my freaking goodness. Okay, where's a bike at? Come on, man. There's one right there. And I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at, come on, dude, don't be weird. I'm looking at like the detail and these bikes and stuff. Let me make sure everything got saved right. Frame gen. Oh, there we go. Upscale sharpness. When I had this sharpness on, and I'm looking at this with the sharpness, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, are you freaking kidding me? That there's FSR. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer over here. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That there's FSR 3.1. I'm like, dude, that looks freaking incredible. Like, there's so much freaking detail in this. Like, it just looks beautiful, man. Even with like the frame gen on, it was looking like super freaking nice. I'm just like, my gosh, man. You look at like the detail in this, and there's just, it's so crunchy. It's so crunchy and so crispy, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, man, that's weird. And I know that a lot of the Nvidia guys, they're like, oh my gosh, I like it, and I'm just like, dang, if FSR4 comes out, you guys know that Digital Foundry is going to be like FSR4 is going to come out, and Digital Foundry is going to go right to 1000% zoom to try to show you individual pixels. See, the DLSS looks a little bit better. See this pixel with that pixel? I mean, dude, really? We're gonna be at 1000x zoom. That's how good the FSR4 and AMD's 9070 XT is gonna be. Like, it's gonna be a good card, but are you gonna buy it? That's the question. That's the real question. Are you gonna buy it? If they bring it out, it's cheaper, it's better. Oh, are you gonna buy it? Seriously, are you gonna put your money where your mouth is and be like, okay, we wanted AMD to compete. Are you gonna buy that? That sounds like a damn good card. 9070 XT for like $600-700. 9070 XT. It's $700. It's still under the price of a 5070 Ti. It packs more power than a 5070 Ti. It has better ray tracing performance now, and it has AI upscaling that is going to literally be compatible with everything that's FSR3 right now will be converted right over to FSR4. So at the end of the day, are you going to buy it, or are you going to wait for a digital Foundry to zoom in 1000% and show you stuff you will never see while you're playing that game? That's the question of the day, my friends. That is the absolute freaking question of the day. Can you set aside your... See, that's the thing, man. I think that most of you guys honestly just have this in your mind, so ingrained that you think AMD is just trash and it's got bad drivers and it's garbage and it's junk that you don't even give it a chance. You just want them to be cheap, hoping that so that you can be like, yeah, it's just cheap anyways. Like dude, I've been on YouTube for 4.5 years now. Almost. Is it 4 years? Yeah, I've been on YouTube for a while now. I know exactly how most of you guys think. We'll be starting year 5 next month. I know how a lot of you guys think now. I do. I mean, you guys sneer at, or you guys look down at AMD or Xbox and stuff like that because you think that like this imaginary thing. I mean, look at PlayStation 5 right now. PlayStation doesn't even have any exclusives, man. Xbox is putting out banger after banger after banger and bringing games to PlayStation, and PlayStation is just like, dude, they keep canceling games and firing people. Like, whatever, man. Nvidia right now, man, they are literally dog walking you guys. They are literally giving you 8% upgrade over what you already got, and then trying to make you FOMO with frame gen. Let that sink in. Yep. And then if AMD really does bring out this 9070 XT and it absolutely competes with the 5070, that's the thing, man. I think that's what makes me the angriest. It's like, why do you guys say stuff like, oh man, they just need them to compete? And then when they compete, you're like, oh, well, they need to do better. And I'm like, what? How do they need to do better? Nvidia needs to do better. They're so far ahead that like they really do think that they can just do this stuff. No, AMD is going to make a compelling card with 9070 XT. I already love the 7900 XTX. So does a lot of other people because the price is going up, man. It's already above MSRP. That's how good that card is because people are looking at it and being like 8%? 8% for a 5080? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You know what, guys? I was actually happy. I was like, dude, I could literally buy a 5080 and I still got the same power with my 7900 XTX. I was pretty stoked. I'm not even lying. I was pretty stoked. So, all right, my friends, if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.